Okay, so everyone's obsessing over hyper-realistic graphics and AI everything, right? Well, plot twist. The games everyone's actually playing in 2025 look like they're from 1987, and honestly, they're incredible. First up, Deltarune. Toby Fox is back with Deltarune, a turn-based RPG that blends bullet hell dodging with heartfelt storytelling. It builds on Undertale's legacy of choice and consequence, but adds party-based combat and deeper strategy. The writing is sharp, the pixel art is full of life, and the characters stick with you. Sure, a few story beats drag a little, but overall, it's funny, weird, and full of heart. Then there's StarVaders. This one's a roguelike deck builder, but in space, with mechs. StarVaders mixes tactical RPG combat with fast-paced decision-making, thanks to its clever heat and doom systems that punish sloppy plays and reward quick thinking. Each mech has a distinct playstyle. The runs are tight and replayable. And even though the story takes a back seat, the core gameplay loop is incredibly satisfying. Next up is a surprise favorite, the Roottrees Are Dead. This one's a mystery game wrapped in a digital time capsule. You play detective after a plane crash takes out the heirs to a candy dynasty, combing through retro computer files, audio logs, and family secrets. The slow burn investigation, paired with a jazzy soundtrack and old-school interface, creates a really moody vibe. Some of the puzzles get tricky, but the built-in hints keep you from hitting a wall. On a lighter note, there's Cauldron. This quirky RPG is powered by, you guessed it, minigames. You gather resources, fight off waves of darkness, and level up by playing quick, snappy challenges. The tone is irreverent, the writing's playful, and while it can get repetitive after long sessions, it's a great pick for short bursts of chaotic fun. Now, let's talk about nostalgia. Backyard Baseball 01. Yes, that one. The 2025 re-release brings the neighborhood baseball classic to modern PCs, complete with Pablo Sanchez, backyard stadiums, and reimagined MLB legends as kids. It's not deep, and it's definitely not realistic, but that's the point. With updated visuals, controller support, and buttery smooth menus, it captures the joy of pickup games in the best way possible. Next on the list, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. This retro bundle features 8 cult favorite fighters, Power Stone, Project Justice, Capcom vs. SNK, and more. It's a dream for arcade lovers, especially with rollback netcode and modern training modes. Not every title has aged gracefully, Plasma Sword is a bit sluggish, but the collection as a whole is stacked with variety and energy. It's a must-have for anyone who grew up throwing Hadoukens. Let's not forget Little Fighter 2 Remastered. This cult beat-em-up has been given new life, with crisp visuals, smoother controls, and rebalanced characters. It still supports chaotic 8-player multiplayer, and the combat feels just as fast and fun as you remember. Some longtime fans miss the quirks of the old stat system, but with new stages and characters on the way, it's a great time to jump back in, or try it for the first time. For strategy fans, there's Dark Deity 2. This is a tactical RPG that wears its Fire Emblem inspiration on its sleeve. Grids, classes, stats, and story-driven combat. But it stands on its own with smart objective-based missions, character customization, and stronger writing than the original. It's not without flaws. Some classes feel unbalanced, and the dialogue can drag, but the pixel art and soundtrack elevate the experience. A comfort food strategy game in the best way. Now for something faster. Astro Prospector. This one's a bullet hell meets incremental mining sim, where you blast through asteroid fields while dodging swarms of enemy fire. You're mining copheroids, yes, that's a thing, and upgrading a massive skill tree with over 200 unlocks. The core loop, mine, dodge, upgrade, feels endlessly rewarding, and each run has that just one more try energy. Surprisingly deep for such a wild premise. And finally, Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection. This one's pure nostalgia. 14 classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Games from 1998 to 2004, mostly Game Boy titles, bundled into one package. You get RPGs, card sims, and quirky spin-offs, now with save states and quality of life updates. The gameplay is hit or miss across titles, and the depth doesn't hold up compared to modern card games, but if you grew up with these, it's a time machine worth riding. So what ties all of these together? They're not trying to look real, they're not 200-hour sandboxes, they're just smart, bold, and unapologetically fun. In 2025, the most exciting games aren't the biggest or the flashiest. They're the ones that know exactly what they are and lean all the way in.